Hello everybody, this is Dave. Before I start making this video for Superman's low-end strength feats, I will have to divide this category into two. And it also goes for every single category as such as his speed and his reactions and all that good stuff. So as of right now, I'm going to cover the low end because when we go to the higher end, there is some things I want to address for Superman's strengths. But as of right now, I will address the low end. Now, one thing about Superman is that he is very universally known because of his strengths. Superman has been doing a lot of crazy and awesome things with his strength, helping humanity and such. When Superman was adopted by the Kents, his very first feat was actually breaking his mother's finger. And then later on, he started lifting heavier things, which was a couch, and then even through his childhood he was actually assisting in even taking down a bull with his bare strength. It's a very cool thing that Superman decided to use his powers, his strength, are actually for the greater good. There are several things that Superman uses strength for. And one of the examples is when he actually saved someone falling, and at the same time with his right hand he needed to carry the crane so that it doesn't fall on people. Another good example is that he uses strength to actually hold on a bridge so that it doesn't collapse, because obviously there's people on top of it. He's trying to help people, he's trying to save them. One of my favorite situations was when Superman, a very young Superman, actually breached through an apartment in order to stop an abusive husband from hitting his wife. Now, although these feats don't seem really impressive, I'm just building up to Superman's strength right now. We'll move a little bit higher, and even lifting a submarine full of people, Superman does it easily. Now, people say, well, why is he struggling? Or why does he why does he take forever? Or why does he kind of struggles to actually, you could hear sometimes Superman, in the caption saying like, or he's struggling. Well, it's not that he is struggling because of the weight, but keep in mind that when Superman lifts such big objects that have people in there, he is struggling to actually protect the people that are inside. That's where the struggle is at. It's not that because of his strength is that he's a weak person or that he's a weak being. It's just that he is being very careful in what he is doing. Another great example is when Superman has already been saving a lot of space stations from crashing down into orbit. A lot of them were acting up, and this one is the sixth one. Superman had to go inside, tear the ship apart in order to save 2 astronauts. Now, Superman had a lot to take into consideration. He had to save these 2 astronauts, and at the same time he had to fight these drones that see Superman as a threat. And not only that, this ship is carrying thermonuclear reactors that whatever it impacts, it's gonna detonate really bad. So there's a lot of things that Superman has to take into consideration. But in the end, and again, with one arm, he managed to do everything. He managed to save these 2 astronauts and also prevent from this nuclear reactor from going off. Superman's strength alone is used in combat as well. A small example is when he uses a small little vehicle to fight against Darkseid's minions. He just swings it around to get them all in one swipe. Also, when he used an entire ship to fight against Wraith. Even when being taken captive by the Kryptonian god Ra, Superman literally dragged the whole entire structure into the moon just to be set free and fight him there. He even uses his strength to remove danger out of populated areas, just like how he did it with Baka. He was this huge, gigantic monster, and Superman just took him all the way to the Fortress of Solitude. There was even a small little group of aliens that were secretly hiding in this city, and what Superman did was that he used his x-ray vision and noticed that no human was around. So what he did was he froze the entire block, this part of a city, ripped that chunk apart and just threw it out into space. And even preventing a full-scale invasion from Warworld, Mongol's planetary ship, and he dragged the whole entire thing into the Phantom Zone. Now, I haven't really covered every single feat that Superman has performed. His low end strength feats are very consistent. It's not that Superman struggles moving ships full of people, it's just he takes into consideration about everyone's safety. So hopefully you enjoy this small video of Superman's low end strength feats. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time.